What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success. And in this video here, I'm going to be addressing the issue of losing followers on your clothing brand's Instagram account. And also, I want to talk to you about how to maintain your followers and keep your followers engaged. All right, so in this video here, I have 3 tips for you on how to avoid losing followers on your Instagram account and how to keep your followers actually interested in what you're putting out. This video is going to be great. Here it is. This video here is sponsored by my buds over at Design Crowd. And if your brand is in need of designs, I recommend you check out Design Crowd. Design Crowd is a website that helps entrepreneurs crowdsource amazing designs from designers located all around the world. And for a special $100 VIP offer for Apparel Success viewers only, head over to www.designcrowd.com/apparel to learn more, or simply use the discount code APPAREL when you post a project on Design Crowd. All right, so the main message that I want to deliver to you in this video is that I don't want you to worry about the followers that you're losing and the followers that you're gaining on a micro level, okay? So on a day-to-day basis, if you're losing a bunch of followers, that's totally natural. Instagram's a very liquid place. People are all over the place, and that's happening for everybody, okay? Even my personal account, your personal account, everybody's accounts, they're always gaining followers, they're always losing some followers. So I really don't want you to get hung up in, I keep losing followers. My account's always losing followers and we're always gaining followers. And to be honest, if we're losing followers, people unfollow us, that's okay because, if they don't like us, that's 100% fine. We don't need to keep every single follower that's ever followed us. It's just one of those things that you really don't want to worry about in a micro sense. Now, if you're looking at this on the macro level and you're realizing that people just generally will follow you for a bit and then everybody's unfollowing you, and it's becoming this actual issue where you've had 10,000 followers and all of a sudden you shoot down to 8,000 followers or 6,000 followers. That's a pretty big deal, and that means that you're probably doing something that's pissing a lot of people off. Okay, so if you look at this and you think I need to actually change something that I'm doing, the 3 tips that I have for you here are: number 1, I don't want you to be posting too much content on your Instagram account. And by this, I mean, if you're posting 4 times a day on your Instagram account, what you're doing is you're monopolizing people's feeds and they're just gonna become irritated. Even if every single one of those posts is really good, they're going to get irritated with you because all that they're seeing on their Instagram account is you, and that's just not what anybody wants to see. Nobody just wants to see one account popping up all the time, okay? So what I'd say is if you're posting too much, lower that to, once per day, 2 times per day at a max, because people really just don't want to be bombarded by you. Now, the second tip that I have for you here is probably the most important, which is to focus on expressing your brand rather than trying to sell your brand. Okay, so on Instagram, if you're coming across in this way where every single post is you just trying to sell your clothing over and over again, and you're saying, buy this tee, it's on sale, buy this, it's on sale, buy this here, buy this there, people are just going to get frustrated with you and they're going to feel like you're a clothing brand that's just trying to take from them. Whereas if you're just focused on creating an Instagram account where you're expressing something cool, you're expressing your brand, that's what people want to see, that's what people want to follow, and that's what people are going to get attached to and want to go on the ride with you for, okay? When they feel like this brand isn't just constantly trying to sell to me. That's one of the worst vibes that you can put out there, and you really want to avoid doing that as much as possible. The third tip that I have for you here is to post your best content, not all of your content, okay? So when you go out and shoot with your friends, you take some pictures for your clothing brand, I want you to really only take your favorite, 3 or 4 pictures from that shoot that you did and only post your best content. Because if you're posting content that's really not that good and it's really showing up in people's feeds and they're going, okay, this brand's really not that good, I'm not really interested, then they're gonna unfollow you, okay? So what we do is we really focus on posting once per day on our Instagram account, and we're focused on sharing the best possible content that we have, the content that we feel will resonate with our audience the absolute most. Now, an interesting little lesson that I have for you here is that emails are the things that you really want to be collecting from potential customers and your customers, okay? The reason for that is because, as I said earlier, on Instagram, a follow is something that you can't ever really hold on to. So if somebody unfollows you, they're basically gone forever, and you have nothing to really contact them again or market to them again with, other than maybe retargeting them with ads within the next 180 days or whatever Facebook allows you to do. But when it comes to collecting an email, that's actually a piece of information that you can use to market to that person over and over again regardless of whether they followed you or unfollowed you. And it's really just that piece of information that you really want, because it'll help you when it comes to reliably marketing to an audience again and again, and not having to worry about, losing followers or losing your audience at the end of the day, okay? So one of the things that we've been implementing for my own clothing brand lately is we realize this and we say, well, we need to get more leads. Even if people aren't buying, we need more real leads where we're gaining emails and we're actually collecting emails. So one of the things that we're doing right now is we're offering a 10% off for new buyers, okay? So when you show up at our website, there's a pop-up, there's like a landing page, and it says, join the buds for 10% off your first buy, for new products, etc. And they can leave their email. That way, when we come out with new products, or if they want to buy for the first time, they get something, they're enticed to actually give us their email, and we can market to them in the future and share with them everything that we're doing without having to worry about, losing them potentially in our Instagram audience. Generally though, if I'm being dead honest, what I normally do, and this is obviously, just the majority of the time, is I'll put blinders on to all the results that are coming in terms of the followers that we're getting, and even like the sales that we're getting in our clothing brand. And all that I'm focused on is really just the process, okay? So I really like to put the blinders on to the results and things, because I know that will affect me emotionally if I'm constantly viewing that. And you don't necessarily want to be affected emotionally when it comes to sticking to a process that you're doing over a long period of time. So I'll put my blinders onto that stuff for 6 days of the week, and I'll really just focus in on the process and just do what I'm supposed to do over and over again. And I feel like that's probably the best way to go about. That's what I find is most effective, and that's what I've learned from people who have done this before, okay? That's what they teach, and I found it to be effective in my own business as well, is when you're really just locked in on that process. All of those little things where somebody unfollows you, or somebody doesn't unfollow you, none of that really matters, because in the long run, the big picture, the whole vision of your brand, everything's still growing at a really, really rapid rate. And if you're interested in learning this process that I stick to on a daily basis to market my clothing brand, I want to let you know one more time that tomorrow is the last day to enroll in my online course at 50% off, which is going to show you everything that I do to market my clothing brand on a daily basis. Otherwise, I really hope you enjoyed this video here and got a lot of value out of it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to let you know about the closed Facebook group that we have going on for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description below. Follow that link, join us in the group. We're a bunch of clothing brand owners all in there to support each other and answer each other's questions. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace. Lay back, get relaxed, and just lock in and soak up all this information. When new visitors come to your account, the first thing that they're gonna do is read your bio to find out exactly who you are and what you do. Say you reach 20,000 followers on Instagram and you get some celebrities and influencers, then you'll reach a certain point where you can finally leverage that. Like some of these celebrities, it's just like, sure bro, I'm down. Send me whatever you want, thanks a lot. Like you can just tell that, they don't really want to be formal about stuff like this. And I'm going to show you in the next upcoming modules the very strategic and systematic way that you can go about doing it. I'm really excited to show you. I'm gonna show you right now exactly what to do to implement this system for yourself, and let's crack into it right now. What I'm doing here is I'm guiding you into the light. I'm gonna show you exactly how to grow up your account from the very beginning. If you don't have anything to leverage, it just constantly keeps growing, because as long as you're putting in the work, as long as the strategy's there, you will get results over time. You will get there. If you put all this in place that I'm about to share with you, you will get there. I'm really excited for you to do this.